for you.
Though I don't get why we need rehearsal dinners. These people eat dinner every night of their lives. What the hell they need to practice for?
Is this where you first taught me to fish?
Yeah, you caught a catfish this big.
It was about half that size, but thank you, and thanks for cleaning it. So, Dad, I wanted to talk about tomorrow.
You're nervous.
I'm not.
You are. You got that twitch. I recognize it. See, back when you were a kid, you used to be too afraid to jump into the pool, so I'd have to sneak up and push you.
Yeah, that was fun for me. Actually, I wanted to talk about you.
Oh, my favorite subject.
So, Josephine and I would appreciate it if you didn't tell any of your stories at the wedding.
My stories?
No stories, no jokes, no anecdotes.
Oh. Okay, well,
thank you.
But you used to love my stories, especially the one about the witch.
I was 6.
You were never 6. You were born a tiny middle-aged man.
You okay?
I'm fine. You're the one getting married. You ready?
I am.
And here's to what's next.
To what's next?
Evening, son.
Where were you? You missed my game.
Well, how do you know I wasn't hiding in the stands? Didn't want to spook you, keep you from hitting that home run.
We were playing soccer.
That's barely a sport, Will. Now what's the story going to be tonight?
Already marked it here.
You don't want this. These are prefabricated, pre-digested. Let me tell you a real story.
You mean another story about you?
Story about life, Will.
Dad, can we even read?
I can read just fine. Look, chapter 9. Thus kept the Trojans watch, but the Achaeans were holding a wondrous panic. What the hell is this book, Will?
It's about the Trojan War.
Okay, so ancient Rome and all that.
They're actually Greek.
That's my point, Will. We live in Alabama. We got stories under every leaf and every stone. What if I told you you could change the world with just one thought? What if I told you you could be a king? Anything you desire, boy, anything on a plate, all within your power to create. I know somewhere in the darkness there's a story made for me, where I always know exactly what to say. I know somewhere some surprising ending waits for me to tell it my own way. Be the hero of your story if you can. Be the champion in the fight, not just the man. Don't depend on other people to put paper next to pen. Be the hero of your story, boy, and then you can rise to be the hero once again. Now the best part of the adventure is the people you meet. What if I said I met a witch when I was very young? What if I said she showed me how I died?
How you died?
Powerless in the face of it, terrified in the wood. That was where my life was changed for good. Hey, what if I said I met a giant wasting in a cave? What if I claimed I rose to be far braver than the brave? Oh, my life of story, son, and everyone is true. So believe me as I'm telling you, to be the hero of your story if you may. Be the guy who gets the girl and saves the day. You don't need a book of Greeks to teach you how to stay alive. Be the hero of each story you derive. Then forever you're the hero who'll survive. Every tale that you invent becomes a life that you make real, where each character you meet becomes your friend. You don't need to be a novelist to make believe. believe what's waiting round the bend. Be the hero of your story till it's done. Why go promenade when you were born to run? If you understand this premise, you will never be alone.
You can conquer every challenge, you can face each stepping stone. Be the hero of your story.
What if I swore I saw mermaids swimming in the mist? What if I told you she would be the first girl that I kissed? Out there near the water filled with eagerness and fear, here is what she whispered in my ear.
Be the hero of your story. Be the hero of your story. Be the hero of your story.
And now one day, son, I met this fisherman, see?
You gotta help me. If I don't catch a fish, my friend, he's gonna starve.
Well, the fish are sleeping. You gotta get them moving. Try the Alabama stomp.
The Alabama stomp, what's that?
Works every time, can't explain it. Something about that rhythm really gets their fins moving. You give it a try. Alright. Now something tells me he's done this before.
Wait, Dad, could you just give him some money?
Son, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. You teach a man the Alabama stomp, you feed his soul! Come on, everybody! Practically hear him coming. Keep it going. We're almost there. I know somewhere in the future there's adventure made for me, filled with mystery and the people I can love. I know out there on the road of life I'll live the story I've been dreaming of.
Be the hero every time you get the chance. If the music stops, continue with the dance.
On a wing or on a prayer, you get there only with your voice.
Be attentive, be inventive, be the first one to rejoice. With a story in your heart, you won't need any other choice. You're the hero fighting dragons, winning wars. Be the hero, and the world will soon be yours.
What the hell was that?
It was a miracle, Will, come on.
It doesn't seem plausible.
Will,
Dad, why do you tell so many crazy stories?
well, it's who I am. Why does the sun shine?
Because of fusion.
Lord, Will, it's a rhetorical question.
Edward!
Quick, where's that book?
Now why is the light still on?
Now you're in trouble.
Edward Bloom, it is 9 o'clock on a school night. Let this boy sleep.
I was just finishing up this chapter on, Argumenon. Why can't anyone just have a normal name like Chuck?
Mom, can you really get a fish to Gibraltar River by doing the Albion style?
Well, suppose anything's possible. For instance, our legend of a brave and handsome man who happily fixed the leaky sink in the bathroom the very first time his wife asked without excuses or delay.
Now that there's a myth. Except for the brave and handsome part.
And both of you.
You heard your mom.
Dad,
Son,
did you really meet a witch?
well, see, I did, but Mom says I can't tell you that story. Might give you nightmares.
I'm not scared.
Neither was I. See, it's common knowledge that every southern town of a certain size has a witch.
Do we have a witch?
You know, but we got 2 Dairy Queens, so we're still coming out on top. Now, these small town witches typically stick to their smaller incantations, love potions, and whatnot. But of all the witches in Alabama, this one was the most renowned, for she could see the future.
And she told you the future.
She showed me. That night, 3 of us went looking for her. Just 3 teenage boys out on a dare. But I never known it would change my life forever.
Quiet, Daddy. I got a bug in my drawers. Help me, Don.
I can hear your drawers.
Oh, it's on the move.
Use your flashlight to guide it out.
No, not that way.
Towards your feet.
It's working. It's working. It's out.
Come on. Let's go find that witch.
Wait for me.
Dawn, we've been walking in circles for hours.
You want to leave? Go ahead, Bloom. I don't even think there is a witch.
Boy, you've broken the sacred circle. You had better have a good reason.
We want our fortune thread.
I can tell you your future with uncanny accuracy. Your loves, your lives, your death. $1 apiece.
Can I borrow $1? I'll pay you back.
No, you won't. She knows.
Come on. Tell me my future.
You asked for it. Oh, yes. The future is quite bleak.
What do you see? Do I get quarterback?
You lead an unexceptional life, filled with minor triumphs and major disappointments. And then you die.
What? That's it?
That's all the spirits see for you.
I want to know how rich I'm going to be.
$1 poorer than when you started. Now, as for you,
I want my money back.
Don, don't! She'll hex you.
Give it back, Dawn.
How about I smash it? How she can do her fortunes without her crystal ball?
I said give it back.
What, you think you can take me, Blue?
Here's your money. Now give it back.
Witch lover.
Witch lover.
Here's your ball, ma'am.
don't you want your fortune?
Let me guess. I live a disappointing life, and then I die.
Everyone dies, Edward Blue, but your death is glorious. Let me show you.
Why would I want to see how I die?
What's your concern? Are you scared of hearing one thing new? When you could learn something secret that would help you through. In one return, I can show you counterfeit from true. Life begins when you know how it ends. And yours is no ordinary life. You become important, you're the bravest man in life. You're kind with virtue, always finding common ground. You You climb each hill in front of you without a suffering sound. Passionate and warm, warm and any fun. Let me show you how your days unfold. You and me can play the hand you hold. When you gamble and you get the gold, it hits when you blow out it. Don't believe fairy tales that say life is a breeze. Every man must face a trial that brings him to his knees. But let me share a magic truth, a proof of all that thrives. The ones who face their fears lead the most interesting lives.
I see a road,
And tell me where it
in
goes.
one direction.
So don't you want to see what's next? What's waiting in the void? You may be disappointed, but you may be overjoyed.
The last moments of my life.
What were they? What did you see?
Well, that's a secret, but I'll tell you this. You were there, and your mother too. But I hadn't met her yet. She was just a girl with red hair.
You're gonna find that girl, but you won't taste it. So don't be sad, don't be scared, be alert, be prepared. Take a breath, take it slow, let it burn, let it go when you know how it ends to begin. When you try to
Dad, seriously, you need to get dressed. The wedding's in 45 minutes.
See that? That was almost 7. 7's good luck. You're gonna need luck, but with that baby on the way.
What are you talking about?
Josephine's pregnant.
But how did you...
See, back when I worked in the circus, I developed a knack for reading expressions, useful with lions. And plus, she didn't drink at the rehearsal dinner.
Listen, Dad, nobody knows she's pregnant. You cannot tell Mom.
Why not?
Because it's super early, and statistically, there's a good chance it couldn't happen.
Statistically.
Yes.
So you, an Alabama boy, meet an American girl all the way over in Baghdad. Tell me, what are the odds of that statistically?
We're both reporters, so it's not that remarkable.
Lord Will, I'd hate to see the rainbows in your world. That they're all shades of gray.
It's just the baby. I don't want to jinx it.
Relax, Will. That's 7. Everything's gonna be fine.
Just promise me you won't tell anyone. And what we talked about before, no stories, no toasts.
But what if I ever embarrassed you? Okay, so I'm not good around orchestras, but the violin does not look that hard to play.
Honey, get dressed.
Look at you. Give me a kiss.
I just did my face. Go put on clothes.
Hey, is that a violin?
Are you nervous?
No. Yes. Maybe. Listen, Mom, I know you can't control
I
Dad.
could just as easily control the weather.
Dad is like the weather. I can predict him, sort of, but I fundamentally don't understand him. It's this baffling hurricane.
If you're gonna worry about anyone, worry about your poor mother, abandoning me for a woman on television.
Oh, come on, you love Josephine.
I do. Sometimes we turn on the cable news just to watch her. She's smart and kind and pretty. But you're my little Alabama lamb, all the way up there in New York. Do you want to practice one more time?
Absolutely.
Forward, together, side, together, back, together.
Not out loud, Will.
Right.
Better, that's it.
Let me help you out with that song.
Thank you all so much for coming. Josephine and I are unbelievably grateful to have so many friends and family here to help us celebrate.
For the people who don't know, this is where Will proposed to me 1 year ago, right on the banks of this river. I had just met Edward and Sandra, and I knew I wanted to be part of this family.
So, before we get to dinner, we have a couple of things to...
Yes, excuse me, my name is Edward Bloom, and on behalf of me and my beautiful wife Sandra, she's the one right there, I would love to welcome y'all to Alabama. Now, Will has told me I'm not allowed to give toasts, but as you can see, there is no glass in my hand.
Technicality.
Technicality, he says. Now, I would have loved to have a talkative father. My daddy was a farmer. Could barely get one word out of him. But one day, I heard him out in the field just blathering at length. Said he couldn't get a word in between me and my mom, but the corn was all ears. Back up here. Now on the topic of fatherhood, I have an announcement. After careful consideration, I have decided to become a grandfather.
Dad!
And Will has informed me that my ambition may be fulfilled sooner than I dared hope.
Okay. Time to catch the bouquet, ladies. Follow me.
Come on, Will, it's good news.
It's too early. 1,000 things could go wrong.
Why are you such a pessimist, Will?
I'm a realist, Dad. And yes, it's good news, but it's our news. Why do you have to make everything about you?
I'm sorry, I got carried away.
You always do. I'm sick of it.
Well, I'm sick of you treating me like a child. What kind of son doesn't let his father give
The son whose father does this!
Grow up, Will.
I did. You weren't there. You were never there.
I was building a business.
You were running away.
From what? From you?
From reality. All I ever got from you is a bunch of crazy stories about how awesome you are, and I'm sorry, Dad, that's not the man I see.
Well, maybe you never bothered looking.
Stop it, both of you. Before you say something you can't take back.
I'm done.
So am I. That boy is bullheaded. I don't know where he gets it.
I'm not talking about him. What's going on there, Ed?
Nothing, Doc. I'm fine. Put your stethoscope away.
How long has that been going on for?
I don't know, 2 months.
You lost a lot of weight.
Exercise. You saw me dancing.
I'm sure, but come in Monday and we'll make double share, alright?
Take another look.
I'm trying.
It's just up to the right.
My right, or it's right.
A little bit of patience will now hold it still.
A penis! It's a boy!
Yes.
We're having a son.
If it's bad news, Doc, just tell us.
It's, not exactly what we wanted to see.
The tumor didn't shrink?
No, actually, it's expanded beyond what we expected.
But that doesn't mean...
Of course not. I just have ambitious cancer is all. Right, Doc?
Exactly.
But we'll try again though, right? Or try something new?
There's a conversation to be had about what's next.
Now, Sandra.
I need to tell Will. We never should have kept this from him.
Okay, but you needn't worry him.
Will doesn't know about any of this?
He's got his own life up in New York to worry about. No sense bothering him.
This is really happening.
You thought I was making it up?
No?
I'll meet you out there.
Meet you outside.
Will, we're gonna have a son.
I know. A son. Stranger, I'm feeling stranger than I've ever felt before, and so much more different, like something old has joined with something new, but still feels true. I'm passing through a rite that every parent does. I'm walking on some shared familiar ground, yet every step I take is not a step that was. And I found I like the sound of stranger. A child I've yet to meet becomes my everything, my song to sing. Father, and suddenly the weight of it is real. What do I feel? I feel connected in a way I've never known. A line from dad to me to newborn son. So from today I'll never make a choice alone. One for all for one. And when he's born, I'll teach him how to use his common sense. He'll listen and he'll learn and he'll excel. I'll tell my son that life is lived in clear and present tense, not only in the stories we can tell. My father told me stories I could never comprehend. In every tale he claimed to be the hero. I've tried to understand him, but I wonder if I can. Because after almost 30 years, I still don't know the man. I wish I knew the man, but he's a stranger. My father is a stranger I know very well. A puzzling shell, hopeful. What's on its way may help us both grow. But I don't know when I'll understand what made him wild. I don't know why he has the urge to fly. I wanna face him like a man and not a child. So I'll try, I'll really try. Mom? Is everything alright? I'll be right there. We'll be on the next flight. What does Dr. Bennett say?
He says comforting things, but we all know where this is headed.
Mom, have you and Dad talked about money?
But we have plenty of money.
Is the house paid off?
Years ago, the day we sent in the last check, we had champagne. Your father opened it with a sword. There was glass in the carpet for weeks.
Mom, you wouldn't mind if I looked for the mortgage? The insurance? I'm worried about you. We need to keep a roof over your head.
I'm not worried about the house, and I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about you.
I'm fine.
Oh, I'm fine. You sound just like your father. You're the most stubborn men on earth. It is my curse that I love you both.
There are two men in my life, him and you. There are two men who'll be speaking when I'm through. There are few men like your dad, not easy to define. I know he isn't perfect, but he's mine. There are two men in my life, him and you. And I never want to choose between the two. He distorts and he invents. Some stories don't make sense. But why should that confuse you when I let the man amuse you?
You could say I was born for the water, but I also had a hell of a teacher.
You tell the harmless tale that always drives you mad. But aren't you telling stories too? Your point of view just different from your dad.
Now, this girl, she couldn't speak a word, but it was obvious she was under some kind of curse.
There are two men in my life, him and you. And the stories I believe in will come true. He can give you what you need, but you should take the lead. There is magic in the man. Please find it while you can.
The only way to lift this spell was with a kiss.
Dad?
Oh, Will. I'm fine. You don't need to baby me.
Sorry.
I don't get why everyone's so worried. This ain't how I go.
Right, the witch.
The witch?
There was a woman in the swamp that told him how he died.
And this ain't it.
So, how does it happen?
Now that there's a secret, but you, my friend, prepare for life as you know it to change. I mean, there's the diaper changes and the midnight feedings and more diaper changes.
Did he do any of that?
No, but I hear it's terrible. Just awful.
I better get dinner started.
I can help.
No, you two stay out here and talk.
Come sit. Thank you, Will.
So, Dad, I could probably get the pump working if you wanted to swim.
No need to put yourself out, Will.
It's fine.
You know where the chemicals are?
Yeah, I used to do it when you were gone, remember?
I was a traveling salesman, Will. I couldn't exactly stay at home.
Wasn't trying to pick a fight.
Oh, here. You can feel him kick.
Oh, he's strong. How long until he's due?
22 weeks, so...
5 months.
Then you'll tell him about me. Only the good stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, Dad, I'd really love to know more about the real versions of events, stories. Maybe we can go over some things while I'm here?
You mean while I'm here?
So, I want to know the full history. Now, I know you grew up in Alabama. Was it right here in Montgomery?
No. A little town not too far from here called Ashton. Now, our town was so small. Our phone book was the yellow page. Our town was so small. Our zip codes were fractions. Our town was so small. We only had 3 jokes. But I'll tell you, the best part about growing up in a small town is that a boy with ambition can be a big deal.
Everton, you're Ashton's favorite son, yes you are. Everton, just look at what you've done, superstar. Hero of the baseball diamond, hits a home run. Champion of the science fair, he's a #1. Captain of the student council, wins the debate. Always knows exactly what to say. Football hero too, look what he can do. Ashton's favorite son in every way. He's the man I treasure. He's the man I'll wed. Though he doesn't know it yet, he'll be with me until we're dead. Jenny Hill, no one will be my name. And I'm handsome Edward to blame. Edward, go Edward, Edward Bloom, our favorite song.
Edward Bloom, do you love me like I love you?
Of course not.
What?
Jenny Hill, you are the prettiest,
Oh.
smartest,
Oh.
and blondest girl in all of Ashton.
Oh.
How could I love you like you love me when you're an angel, and I'm simply a boy in love?
Oh. Nothing will ever come between us, Edward Bloom.
Now calm down.
Where? There's a giant living in that hill.
I've seen him. He's 10 feet tall with crazy eyes of fire.
He's gonna eat my can!
I won't have more violence in this town. I'm not a permit.
I've got your permit right here.
Yeah!
We gotta smash him before he smashes us.
Yeah!
Okay, we need torches and pitchforks.
Yeah!
Hey, has anyone tried talking to the giant?
You can't reason with him.
He's a monster.
Fine, I'll talk to him. See if I can get him to move along.
Edward Bloom.
You're Don Price.
You want to sweet talk a giant? Go ahead, Bloom. It's your funeral.
That's just it, Don. The witch showed me how I died, and this ain't it. Hello? Hello? My name's Edward Bloom, and I came to talk to you. Go away. I will not. Not until you show yourself. Come out here and face me like a man. I said, go away. Fine. Then I'm coming in. Just like I thought. Only kind of giant you are is a giant coward.
I mash your bones and eat you for dinner.
Well, you'd still be hungry. I'm more of an appetizer size. Edward Bloom.
Get out of my cave.
No, I came up here to talk to you.
I don't want to talk. I just want to be alone.
Bull crap. You are alone. So you're only pretending it's what you want to be. Underneath all those dead animals and death threats, I see a guy that might need a friend.
You don't know me.
Sure I do. See, up until now I've been the biggest thing in Ashton. But you showing up as a reminder. There's bigger things out there.
So go.
Come with me. When was the last time you left this cave?
I'm agoraphobic.
Now I don't know what that means, but you gotta get outside.
You're not very bright.
Well, how smart are you?
True knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance.
Wow, that's deep.
Besides, there's nothing out there for me. I don't fit in. I've never even been in a car.
Well, you got those big legs, so walk.
I don't fit in a house.
We'll sleep under the sky.
I'll never find a girl.
Giant, this is the South. We like our women big and beautiful.
But
You can pine your life away, wishing things were better. Waiting here for Judgment Day, well, knitting you a sweater. But I believe that kind of life won't set your spirit free. So my friend, one small suggestion, where you ought to be. You can take a journey through this country's flesh and blood, on the ride past countryside and Mississippi mud. Hit the street with 2 big feet to bear your heavy load, and live life out there on the road. Anyone you wanna be and anything you say. Come tomorrow, you'll be free of who you are today. Action and adventure when we change our fixed mode and live life out there on the road. Wouldn't you rather be like royalty, respected like a king, where it's all civilized? You'll be surprised the songs you'll hear them sing. People will greet you there, some want to share enthusiastic news, and all you need is a guarantee with 1 big pair of shoes. 1 big pair of shoes. Now what's your name, Giant?
Carl,
Well listen, Carl, the world is huge.
197 million square miles, approximately.
We'll say you're good with numbers.
Only the big ones.
Well, naturally.
Don't you wanna step outside, look around, see what's waiting there?
We're born to wake each morn someplace you've never been. Checking out the locals as they watch us checking in. Every new encounter in another new zip code, we'll find it out there.
That's him right there.
Oh, wait, he's not a monster, he's a thinker, he's a whiz. This boy isn't half as bad as you all think he is. Carl, tell him a joke.
What do you get when you cross a hippo, an elephant, and a rhino? Hell if I know.
I've been so inspired, I've decided we're a pair. We're heading out there on the road.
You're leaving?
Jenny, I can't imagine any place better than Ashton, but if I never leave, how will I ever know?
Edward Bloom, don't tell me that you're leaving us for good.
Jenny, yes, I'm leaving, but for good I never could. I'll be back someday.
And I'll be waiting while you're gone. Till then, be happy on the road.
Come on, Carl, let's show our traveling step. Now every adventure needs its traveling step. forget, Ashton. I'll be back someday, I promise. Suddenly I'm the king who holds the key, but everybody secretly is dying to be more and more like who? Like you.
I can see America, dependable and true. Always guiding passers-by, congratulating you. Find the open highway and you pick the mother up. Go crazy out there on the happy, out there on the finally out there. On the road.
Look what I found.
What is that?
It's the key to the city. From when he was a teenager, he left Ashton in search of adventure.
Oh God, he got to you, didn't he? He seduced you.
Do you know how your mother and father met?
They met in college. Wait, which story did he tell you? There are at least 7 different versions of the way he met my mother.
This was romantic.
They're all romantic. My father is romantic. Was the giant in it?
Yes, Carl.
So, Carl the Giant, supposedly my dad's best friend, but I never met him. There's no photo, no evidence he actually existed. I'm worried my father is gonna be gone and I'll never know what was true.
But does it really matter what was true? Your father tells these stories for a reason. If you understand the stories, you understand the man. How many stories are there?
I don't know, I've never counted.
You should. You should make a list.
Okay, let's do it. So, chronologically, it starts with the witch. She teaches him, what, not to fear death? Then he meets the mermaid.
She teaches him about love, how love transforms a person.
I thought she taught him how to swim.
You never listened.
So, my dad and Carl the Giant leave Ashton. They have a series of wacky misadventures that roughly approximate the 12 Tales of Hercules.
What about the tornado?
Fine, the tornado. It's not important.
It's incredibly important. Your father was headed for the big city, but then fate pushed him towards love.
You have a lot of hormones in your body right now. Fine, the winds of destiny bring him to the Callaway Circus.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, any one of these acts could be the next to join the great Callaway Circus. Except for you. Come on over here. And now, if I was looking for a miscellaneous object dropper, you would be at the top of my list. Unfortunately, I'm not. Next up, number 73, the Alabama Lambs.
That's us, we're the Alabama Lambs.
Oh, Miss Templeton. Does your daddy know you're here?
He knows I'm with my 2 best friends.
Tell me, your father, is he still a small town sheriff with unmedicated rage issues?
That's Dad.
Best you get along home now and breathe not a word of this father.
But Mr. Callaway was supposed to be here, I know it.
And I know I don't want to be hanging on your daddy's wall like this. Next up, number 74, Zaximus the Sensational.
That's me.
try.
Fine, let's hear it.
Chip, chip, I'm a little lamb from Alabama. Flim, flam, I'm a little lamb from Alabama. Waiting to be fed, hoping to be led by a little shepherd boy from M-I-S-S-I-B-B. I'm lamb, like a little lamb from Alabama. Hot damn, who's a little lamb from Alabama? I'm a little miss, praying for a kiss. Just a little lamb from Alabama. Just a little lamb from Alabama.
Time stops, and suddenly you see her. Time stops, and what you thought you knew changes, and life beyond this moment is better, bigger. Time stops, but still your heart is beating. Time stops, though you don't take a breath. She's there, and all you ever wanted is nearer, clearer. I used to think the world was small. Now I don't think that way at all. Time stops when dreams come true before you. Time stops when fantasy is real. I knew this moment was expected. Was this good? Who could?
That boy is staring and I feel a chill. I don't know why that boy is staring and the world is still not tumbling by. There's no one talking, but I can hear 1,000 voices. What's going on inside me? That boy is staring. Is it me he sees? I can't be sure if he's staring. Should I try to plead or be demure? My hand is trembling, but in this moment nothing scares me. What's going on?
I used to see what lies ahead. Now I just see this girl instead. Stops and troubles unabandoned. Time stops the minute she arrives. I've seen the future in this instant, subversive, sublime. I live forever in this moment. If I could stop time.
I don't know.
ladies will tell you that was terrific, but nobody wants to see that in a circus. Teach those steps to an elephant and then maybe it'd have some. People want to see things bigger than life, beyond their imagination. People want... you.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, wait!
It's not plausible.
It's romantic.
Amos Cowboy, what's your name, Giant? You got a name? Doesn't really matter, more exotic if you don't.
It's Carl.
Well, say, Carl, you ever considered a career in the world of entertainment? More important, you ever heard this term? Unconscionable contract?
It's an agreement in which one party grossly misrepresents facts in order to take advantage of the other party's perceived ignorance.
Well, that's a very thorough definition, thank you.
I want 30% off the top and all the food I can eat.
10%.
20. And I won't do nudity.
Believe me, nobody's asking.
Done. Edward, what's wrong?
I just saw the girl I'm gonna marry. And then I lost her.
Heartbreaking. You know, most men gotta get married before they lose their wives, kid. Good thing is, I'm gonna make your friend here a star.
At least one of us should be happy.
Jesus, kid. This girl, real pretty, blue dress, red hair.
What's her name?
Don't waste your time. I know her, Daddy. She is way out of your league.
You don't even know me.
Let me guess. You're the hero of Hickville, a big fish in a very small pond. This is the ocean, kid, and you're drowning. Take my advice and go back to Puddle. At least you'll be happy there.
Well, I may not have much, but I have more determination than any man you'll ever meet. And I'm gonna find that girl and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with her.
Sure. Go write your Harlequin romance somewhere else. I got a circus to run.
If you tell me who she is, I'll work night and day, and you won't even have to pay me.
Alright. Once a month, if you work, if you slave, if you cry for me, then I'll give you a clue. Once a month, if you clean, if you haul, if you die for me, then the clue will be true. Once a month, it could be what she thinks, what she likes, where she lives, what she drinks, what she hopes. And all you have to do is pull the rope. Closer to her, I'll get you closer to her. You only need to be my devotee because I'll tell you where she was born, or if she plays the French horn, you'll be much closer than you ever was. First clue, she likes dancing.
Dancing.
Back to work.
I'm not afraid to stoop and poop because
You'll learn what perfume she wears, or what she says in her prayers,
and be much closer than I ever was. Mr. Calloway, it's time. For what? My clue about the girl I'm gonna marry.
You had a clue, you wouldn't get married at all. Now back to work.
Takes me to weeks, into months, into years, into clue after clue after clue.
She likes blue.
Seasons go by in the blink of an eye, but the dream doesn't seem to come true.
Barbecue.
Year after year with the hope I would hear something kind, something fresh, something new. Mr. Calloway, it's been 3 years.
Kid, there's other fish in the sea.
But I'm already hooked. Why do you insist on keeping your name secret?
Secrets are the backbone of society. Everybody ought to have a few. I believe in secrets and I'll keep mine for a while. They keep me a success. They make you work for less. But I'm a man of my word. Your girl,
Mr. Calloway.
This is difficult to explain.
You're a werewolf.
Or maybe not so difficult.
This is your big secret?
Yeah.
Mr. Calloway, you don't have to be ashamed of being a werewolf.
Really?
Heck no. Just be yourself and be happy.
You know what, I like you, kid. How about a bonus clue? Daffodils.
Daffodils.
Her favorite flower. Those yellow ones, radio favorite.
Help me give her those flowers, Mr. Calloway. Tell me who she is.
Oh, yeah. Her name is Sandra Templeton. She goes to Auburn University.
Thank you. Thank you. Carl, how far away is Auburn University?
763 miles.
I'm gonna need your help.
Fellas, bring it out.
From cannonballs to the amusement comets above. Like a cannonball, simply the constellation of love. Filling up the heavens, making waters part. Aiming straight for his beloved's welcoming heart.
Well, who's Jenny Hill? I know that name.
She was my dad's high school girlfriend. The prettiest, blondest girl in Ashton. What is that?
It's a mortgage for a house in Ashton. Your father co-signed a loan with Jenny Hill.
She's real? This doesn't make any sense. Why would my father have a deed to a house I've never heard of?
We'll do what fortune demands when finally closer and closer to.
Sandra Temple. Sorry. Sandra Templeton. Sorry, there's a lot of redheads. Or Auburns in this school. Sandra Templeton.
Yes?
My name is Edward Bloom. You don't know me, but I'm in love with you, and I've spent the last 3 years of my life looking for you.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. I'm the luckiest man you'll meet all day. I was indebted to a traveling circus, elephants and all. I was shot out of a cannon, made up and lost the ball. I've met werewolves, giants, dancing bears, if you don't think it's true. Then how on earth will you explain the road that led me here to you?
Wait, are you?
Look, I saw you, and all of time, and all the world stood still. And I promise, I'll prove my worth, I'll roam the earth until you believe me. And we can be at last forever one. Don't be afraid, be my crusade.
But you're too late. I'm engaged to be married.
Tell me what I have to go and do to make you change your mind. Anything I have to promise to, I'll gladly get behind. I'm the man who you should marry. You're intended through and through. Otherwise, you never walk the road that led me here to you.
You're the boy from the circus.
I am.
I wasn't sure you were real. I imagine things a lot.
And imagine us together, Mr. and Mrs. Edward Bloom.
Wait, Edward Bloom?
Yeah.
From Ashton?
How'd you know?
The boy I'm engaged to, he's from Ashton. Don Price.
Don Price.
They let him into college.
He's studying political science.
He'd fail gravity if it was a subject.
To help him where I can.
Bandage his knuckles where he drags them on the ground.
That's a terrible thing to say.
A terrible price to pay. Don't marry that creepy
Don?
moron.
No, Don.
Oh, hey Don.
Bloom, what the hell are you doing?
Promise you won't hurt him.
I promise.
This is my girl. Mine. Look.
Get your hands off her.
Or what? You're not so big with a giant to back you up.
How you like that, Blue?
Don, stop! It's a mistake. I will never marry you.
What? You actually love this guy?
He's practically a stranger, yet I prefer him to you.
Which lover?
Which lover?
Which lover?
Are you alright?
Once a month, a scrap of news. It felt like you were there. Once a month, I heard your voice. I held you solitaire. Amos said that you loved music, said that you were college bound. But one thing more than all the rest filled the heart inside my chest. He told me you loved daffodils, and countless as the stars that shine, they stretched a never-ending line, till all I saw was daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, all fluttering and dancing in the breeze. And like that moment right between us, sleep and waking, I thought I saw 10,000 strong in one quick glance. But when I saw your face, I knew beyond mistaking, a million flowers couldn't stand a chance. So I'll pretend the daffodils are just an introduction to the blossoming of me and you. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, beyond mistake, please marry me. Please marry me.
But you hardly know me.
I have the rest of my life to find out. These and these, these and these, these and these and these and these are for you.